Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they take on a man back for a 16th NFL season, Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, could just be a few months.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Eli Manning heading out, and a lot on his shoulders this year. For the first time in his career, he may be looking over his shoulder at what's behind him in the rookie Daniel Jones. And you think about that first preseason game, Jones was really terrific. And I know it was a preseason game, game number 1, but he was 5 for 5 on the lone drive that he had, leading the Giants to a touchdown. And he started to make believers out of a lot of folks who questioned taking him with that number 6 pick.
And there were a lot of people who questioned that pick in the New York area. You remember the newspapers after the pick. They really blasted it. You remember the fans. I think Daniel Jones went to a Yankees game, and they showed him up on the big screen. He gets booed, which is kind of a rite of passage in New York. But my favorite story was he was with his family not too long after the draft. They went out to get some ice cream, and the guy was scooping up the ice cream. A story came on the TV about Daniel Jones. The guy's like, I can't believe the Giants took that guy with the number 6 pick. And you know what Daniel Jones replied to him was? Yeah, me either. That's quite a surprise. How great is that in the poise and handling things in the early going? And what a payoff. Great start for him in his first preseason game.
But you know what the Giants team president said?
Oh, yeah, John Mara. I know exactly what he said because he said it consistently since they took Daniel Jones. He hopes that Eli Manning has a great year and that Daniel Jones never sees the field in his rookie season. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And everyone's going to be watching running back Saquon Barkley, the rookie sensation in 2018. He will draw all the attention now on offense with Odell Beckham Jr. now in Cleveland.
You ready? Go 50 extra money. Face. Check. Big grip.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Throw the ball at your own peril when Jordan Poyer is in the lineup. In the last 2 seasons, he's been in the top 10 in interceptions both years and 2nd on the team in tackles in 2018. An all-around terrific center field type of a safety.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On second down now, Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. Now it's Penny. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though. Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bills now under third-year man Sean McDermott. Bringing them out, the second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen. And after the 2018 draft, what everybody knew was that Allen had great arm strength. But what folks discovered in his rookie season is how good of a runner he is. He finished second only to Lamar Jackson in rushing by a quarterback with 631 yards total and had an NFL record 3-game stretch where he was over 95 yards. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no? I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
And every time I spotlight Frank Gore, who turned 36, and man, I feel worse about myself. Fantastic physical condition, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and one of the top runners in NFL history.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Don't be scared.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're in man coverage and a receiver runs a slant route, every bit of you gets tested. What's going on in your head, your ability to react, your agility and footwork, because it's so fast. They're just trying to get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the receiver as fast as possible. Plus, you ordinarily have to go through the body of the receiver in order to make a play on the ball. Give a lot of credit there to the defender. He was able to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Charles, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills this year as they come back out here on offense. Coming off a 6-10 season, this is the 60th year of the franchise. What kind of chances do you give them in the AFC East?
I like your question, and even before we get to their chances, the 60th year as a franchise, so all of the original AFL teams celebrating that milestone, but remember, it's all wrapped up in the 100th year of the NFL. So here go the Buffalo Bills, and the chances they have, very tough in their division. Obviously, New England rules the AFC East. The Jets really improved in the offseason. Brand new head coach in Adam Gase. And Miami, we're not sure what they're going to do. We got to find out who's going to play quarterback. But for Buffalo, it all comes down to Josh Allen. And let's see if Frank Gore can supplement LaShawn McCoy.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gore. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Giants ready to get the football here again. And earlier we talked about Eli Manning, but he's got some big question marks in the receiving core. Of course, no OBJ. He's in Cleveland. But Sterling Shepard has a fractured thumb, though they think he'll be a go for the opener. They're hoping so. Corey Coleman won't, however. An ACL tear in training camp. He's done for the year. And then Golden Tate recently lost an appeal, so he has to sit out those first 4 games.
And all of that happened as we headed towards the season. So the Giants trying to adjust on the fly and get some more receivers in camp. But you do have Saquon Barkley, who can run it and catch it quite well. And the other guy who will benefit from guys being down, tight end Evan Ingram. If he stays healthy, he'll get a lot of footballs thrown his way. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Down. 10 Lobo. Come on, baby. Come.
To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. He gets it complete to Latimer. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Manning now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Again, it's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tight end right, tight end right. Get it.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
False start, offense.
The former Sooner, Cody Ford, second-round pick back in April, guilty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Round 80!
In your face.
On 2nd and 9, Allen hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it.
Set, 8, read, clear. Let's go. What? Fire.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. To return is Roberts. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. The left side completion to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Carry here for their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 30 base. Down to lose 1.
on second down and 4. Manning throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. Third down here.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It wasn't third and long. It was more like third and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted to break tendency there. Catch the defense playing for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Here now Roberts. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
319! Cut!
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
And New York set to take the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch twins! Watch twins!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Allen. He's got a first down past the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's a prime example of how Josh Allen can hurt a defense. You remember back to his rookie season a year ago, 631 rushing yards, second only to Lamar Jackson. Also had 8 rushing touchdowns. He is a dual threat QB. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's it. Big hit.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. On play action, Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Gore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is good. Steven Hauschka delivering in the clutch. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.